The new release stuff, like Optic Contenders right now. I need PYT for Optic Contenders. Oh, I got you. Okay. I mean, I see that the Chiefs are... People are getting near 200, 210 for the Chiefs. One of the guys is asking $229 for the Chiefs. That's unbelievable. It's only a 10-box case, and they get $229. I need to start doing me some MF and freaking PYTs, dudes. I was talking to Craig today about that. We're moving into a new level here at TSB of case breaks, which we've already started. We had Select was fun. A lot of case breaks with that, PYT. I'm just going to put them on the website like... It's like a pipeline, dude. You put them on the website a week in advance, but you always put them up every day. So then every day they're filling. You got to get through that first week of filling out a PYT. Once that happens, you're then filling every night. I mean, for me, when I do it, it's not necessarily about what do I need to get out of it. It's what's the market pricing. What does it sell for? This is yours, Cook, by the way. I mean, things do change. When you do a rebuy, it costs more. It can go up 40, 50 bucks, especially something like Select. It went up $50 or $60 from when we first pre-saled it. So yeah, that changes then the PYT. Yeah, I have a thing that I do here since you're fairly new. What I do is, like with Select, I price the teams based on market pricing. I would literally take an hour or two and research the entire marketplace and get pricing, and I'd put a Google sheet, and I'd have like 4 or 5 rows in what they were charging and what they were getting for each team. And then I would average that out. I would be in the middle of the high and the low. And that would be my PYT pricing. And then the day of the break, let's say there's 4 or 5 or 6 teams left, I kept out the Texans, and I would put the Texans in a filler where every spot gets something. So I would do 15 spots, but in every spot there was a spot in a break. And I would use those remaining teams in that filler. And it would be like $59, but you could get 2 teams. You could get the Texans. One week it was like the Jaguars and the Steelers. Cody Bellinger to 149. Do 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 do. Come on, Cook. What do you do in the daytime, if I may ask, Russo? What's your... Are you old like me, in your 40s? Are you a family dude? Are you a young whippersnapper like in your 20s? It's always zipping around and... I don't know. It's a time thing, too. I gotta find somebody that has the actual time. It can't be like, well, I'll try and do it on my lunch break. It doesn't work. Tyson helps me a lot with checklists. In my tiered teams, he does those. Oh, perfect. Exactly how old I am. Dude, you're my dude. We were born in the best year ever. Freaking 7 years old when Star Wars came out. 12 years old when E.T. came out, just like Elliot. Indiana Jones. The whole 80s, the music, the era, Michael Jackson. 1970 was the best freaking year ever to be born. Plus, I can never forget how old I am. Sweet. If you're born in 1970, I guess any 0 year, you always know how old you are. Because sometimes I forget. Sometimes I pull Pete Rose autographs to 49. There's Petey Cook. Well, then it sounds like you may have some time. I'm putting together a team. I got another guy I was talking to today. He's going to help me with some search engine optimization stuff. I now have the capital. One of my problems was I didn't have the capital to continue spending $20,000, $30,000 a week on products. I can do that now, I'm happy to say. And then it's just about pricing the breaks and getting them sold, which I'm very good at doing. Schwarbs. Schwarbalicious. That one's too big. Nate will yell at me. It's this one. So now I figured it out, Nate, if you're listening. I know it's the 108 sized ones basically for relics. Russo, didn't you come over from Breakers one night? I'm going to send you your packs, Cook. Do ya? Where at? Alright, Russo. Thanks, dude. Good talking to you. We'll be in touch. I'm very 1000% serious. I have a plan. I'm a goal setter and an achiever, so when I get set on something, I do it. Just got to find the right team to help me do it. Number to 999, American Pride. Jake McCarthy. Where do you see Pete Rose at? '70 World Series. I remember that. I was just born in August. So that was probably in October. I was 2 months old. I totally remember that game, watching it. My mom was feeding me. And I was like, oh, cool, look at that. It's the World Series. Just kidding. There's Aaron. 999er. Good afternoon, everybody. What if Russo was really Chris Russo from High Heat? Oh, he just runs around and signs stuff in Vegas? Wow. Sometimes I wonder what that will be like. Every time I'm at one of them things, like, God, this is their life, man. They literally are making a living from signing things and appearances. He showed up at the Panini party last year at the National. He was one of the VIP guests. I got to meet him for, literally 10 seconds. You walk up, shake their hand, take a picture, and move on. That whole thing. But you get a good picture and you put it on Facebook and it looks like you were hanging out with them for the whole night. But you really met him for 7 seconds. Met Lonzo too. It's like, look, my buddy Lonzo, I met him for 5 seconds. I don't even do that anymore. It's like, I don't know. I'll just be over at the bar. When everyone goes to get in line, the beer line gets shorter and the food line. I mean, taking a picture with somebody that you just meet for 5 seconds, that doesn't... Why even take a picture? I'll take a picture with him if I ended up seeing him at the bar and we were hanging out for like 2 hours. I can be like, look who I hung out with last night, man. We sat around and ate, drank. San Diego chicken, $5.99. Look at this dude. Oh, he likes racing? That's amazing. Does he live there then? I take it he lives in Vegas. I think it would be kind of cool if he went up to the bookie and he was betting on baseball in Vegas, which I'm sure he does. He would go up, he'd be like, I'm going to take the run line on the Reds, please. For 100, Teoscar Hernandez. He is Toronto. Come on, Cook Islands. Mickey Mantle, super shiny, $9.99. Prism diamonds. Trey Mancini, the 500. Did anyone answer my question earlier? Are there no base cards of Ohtani like these? They're all like insert shinies. Oh, I really wanted that to be auto. $279. And just like that, Cookson, my man, my Alaskan friend, and probably eats lots of salmon and tries to evade bears and moose. More people are killed in Alaska by moose than any other animal. I don't know if you knew that, but I did. I watch Discovery Channel. I got your packs. You got the packs there. I got your packs in here. I got your hits right here. You got a Pete Rose up in this mug. Pete is blue and numbered to 49. There he is.